Tanix TX3 is another really cheap TV box that's just recently been released with the latest Amlogic S905W socket. Now this is running Android Nougat 7.1.2. Now this is very cheap, it's £24 for this version, which has a 2GB RAM, 16GB of shared storage. That's an incredible price. Now if you grab it now, then you'll secure your price, but if you wait a little bit, especially towards Christmas, you'll find those prices will increase. RAM prices always increase around Christmas, so expect the price of this to maybe even go up maybe 10%, 20%. Now is this box any good? Well, it's got the S905W processor inside it, and I was somewhat disappointed last time when I done the X96 Mini. This TV box will stream all your films absolutely fine. Code you should run pretty well on it, as well as that other applications. Maybe you like to use the browser, or maybe another streaming app or some sort of other application maybe you want to try. The only thing you're not going to be able to do on this box is play any games. On the X96 Mini I was really quite surprised to find joypad drivers were not included. Yes, it's 2017 and you're not getting those joypad drivers. 4 years ago, yeah, not absolutely fine, expected it. Nowadays, no guys, you need to be including those drivers in the firmware. But these boxes are fully capable of playing Android games, and especially I want to see retro gaming run on these processors. So is this box any good? Yes, absolutely fine. Streaming, no problems. And if you want a really cheap TV box with 2GB of RAM, 16GB of memory, and this is the box for you. 20 quid for the 1GB version, 24 quid for this version. That's amazing in my books, especially for the amount of memory you're actually getting. Although I do suspect the memory chips used in these boxes will be quite cheap and maybe potentially quite slow. But it is £24. What do you expect for your money? Don't expect too much. Just expect an up-to-date system with okay hardware, and it should last you a fair amount of time. Now the problem is with this box is it comes across as really cheap, and it is cheap, but they could have went to a bit more effort with the packaging. It certainly shows just how cheap this thing is, because they're using this really rubbish box. And I've seen this used so many different times on so many different boxes. All they've done is slap a sticker on the side saying a model TX3 Mini A. As well as that, you get a lovely piece of cardboard, absolutely free. Wonderful. Now I live in the UK. Our GBS I just send us EU plugs, but that's just what they can do. No, I'm not complaining about that. But you guys who live in the European Union, just make sure you select EU plug. If you're in the UK, select UK plug. Or if you're in the US, I think you get the gist. Your HDMI cable, these are always quite rubbish, so I've just took it out and used the one we've got already. And finally you get this wonderful crappy piece of paper which doesn't serve any purpose other than to confuse you. So, the Tanix TX3 people, great little box, very cheap, wonderful. If you want to grab one, I shall leave the links in the description below. So finally, can I recommend this box? Not entirely. If you're after something really cheap, fine, go for it. You have to remember that you get what you pay for. It's not going to be fantastic, it really isn't, but for a spare bedroom box, absolutely fine. For a main TV, no, not really. You want something that, you know, it's just a bit better, just a bit more developed, I think. If you've got a brand new 4K TV, for example, no,